Hey everybody, welcome to the What? Fuck, I'm keeping that in. Hey guys, welcome back to the PopKa Podcast, because sometimes pop culture makes us want to drink even more. I'm TheGamingCentaur, and I'm with my good old buddy over here, TeaDevil.
Hi, everybody.
Do you want to know what take this is? Or, how about you say what take this is?
What tick?
Take! Take!
Oh.
Ah!
Oh. Sorry.
Ah!
This is the second take. Now that I think about it, check your mic just to be sure.
What?
Just
Here's the thing. Because of that, I actually have the mic, the mic button on XSplit, always on, but I just have to switch for, the, whatever this, compression mic or condenser mic plugs into. I always have that switch on now, so.
okay.
Yeah, so that's like the mute and unmute now, because I am kind of sick and tired of me forgetting to unmute sometimes. It's getting annoying at this point, and I'm freaking sick of it. And that's ended up what happened with the first goddamn take last week. So many good things, and I fucked it up. So how are you doing, TeaDevil?
I am getting myself set up and.
Wait. I thought you were already set up, man.
I am set up. I meant like, oh my god, this connection. I'm gonna kill somebody.
Oh no.
I'm gonna kill somebody right now. Okay, let me just put it closer to the door then. Okay, what I was about to say is I'm getting set up for one last year of my community college.
Oh, nice.
Class. And after that, I'm going to CSU.
CS what?
CSU.
Okay.
CSU. Because people will look that up and be like, "Oh, he's nearly here."
Oh.
Then I have to buy
You
a shotgun.
doxed yourself.
Yeah, then I'll have to get my shotgun and say, "Don't you fucking dare come over here, you piece of shit." No. I know. I'm just doing that. I'm gonna take figure arts and wood sculpting and
Nice.
one Japanese language class, just to be double sure when I transfer over there, and
nice.
some other things. But yeah, how about you, buddy?
I'm doing all right. I'm probably gonna pull up an all nighter today. And earlier, today I ended up doing sort of an Aspirite stream, and I ended up sort of choking my lungs for a bit. So I ended up taking a break from that.
Yeah, I witnessed that incident.
Yeah.
Very well.
And then you left. I ended the stream.
Yeah, I was trying to get make dinner since apparently the I guess one of the family members forgot to actually call them. It's like, oh well, Skype. All right.
Rip.
But nah, it's no problem.
Everything's okay.
Mm-hmm.
Everything's coming up nice and spicy.
Nice and spicy. Don't need the salt.
The salt must flow. The salt must flow.
Do you want a big cup of salt with that soup?
How about some salt soda?
Is that?
I have no idea. It's current year, so I'm guessing there is salt soda.
I bet there is such a thing as salt soda. Oh, I guess while we're doing that, you can continue. You can start your thing as I look up. Is there such a thing as salt soda?
So, what else is going on? I need to get to some drawings. I'm doing some art ASAP. I'm also thinking about making more art. What I mean by that is pixel art, possibly for the stream, making variants for follows or for donations or whatnot. Just liven up the stream a bit.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, and I am looking into sort of convincing someone uh for my thumbnails when it comes to like the Shantae Pirates Curse streams. I meant to do that earlier, but I just didn't have enough money at the time. And I did find an artist, did not contact them yet, but hopefully I will be able to get something with one of my more obscure characters.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, I think so as well. What else? What else? What else? I know that like this is gonna be my final week before my schedule goes into transition phase.
Ooh.
Basically what that means is sort of like these sort of like streams that are sometime are earlier and sort of go on a bit longer, just so that I can sort of do like one hurrah, so to speak, before the before the new schedule, which I'm going to change it every single season.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah, it's a bit of a iffy idea, but I definitely at least want to do a minimum of streaming 2 days and a let's and at least like a max of possibly 5 days if possible. Because yes, it is summertime and you know,
that's a good idea.
yeah. Other than that, I spent money on a different artist.
Oh.
Way too much money.
Once again,
I'd rather do that than honestly pay for microtransactions in video games. So you know what? I am fine with it. I am fine with that. What just happened?
Sorry, something fell. I'm sorry. Okay, there we go. Don't clap.
I just did. What now?
I'll reverse clap that. I say as I
Connection being okay with you?
What the hell? Okay.
It's like you went halfway into the yeet meme and then you're like, oh no, what am I doing?
What is this? What the fuck?
What? Okay, what is going on over there?
I don't know. All of a sudden it said, "Hey, AC adapter thing. You can go to this."
What the? What? What are you looking up?
I am not looking at it. It just popped up.
You might need to scan for viruses then.
It's not even. Yeah, whatever. I'm doing it right now. Just get to the subject at hand, please.
This is supposed to be take 2, not take 700.
Just start the topics, please.
Okay, I'm going to start with mine. Originally I want to talk about Smash Direct, but now that happened, so I'm going to talk about the aftermath of the Direct. I will say that, like, there's so many Smash Directs. There are so many so far, and I understand sort of why. It's one of the biggest sort of, like, properties that casual people are so hyped up for. And especially competitive. Oh, the competitive, because Evo happened, and you bet your ass there was definitely presence of Smash 4 at Evo.
Ooh.
Yeah. And so, a lot, I can understand, like, the hype for Smash. It's just, I'm slowly got sick of it until I saw this Direct. Because that seems to goddamn happen. It's the magic of Nintendo.
Nintendo.
The first reveal was actually, sort of spoiled early. And this was by the official Nintendo, this was actually by the official Smash Brothers website on accident. The Galaga theme was supposed to be in there, but on accident, it actually played Bloody Glory from Castlevania instead.
Seriously? Oh.
Yes. And so what ended up happening was probably that guy got fired. And then a lot of people suspected Castlevania, which we got a fighter and a Echo fighter, Simon and Richter Belmont.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, which is actually a big surprise, but I kind of like how they play. I mainly actually like how Richter looks. And I'm not a big fan of Simon's barbarian look, but that's probably just due to the times.
Oof.
But either way, I'm honestly am a little excited, especially for a little bit of gothic horror within in there. And speaking of horror, Luigi is fucking dead.
I've seen that a lot.
Yeah, he
Everyone's
is
like,
dead.
Is he dead? Like, nah, officially dead, or is he just like?
I don't know. Mario's dead. Freaking Mega Man is dead, and now Luigi
Bowser's
is dead. What?
No, I'm just kidding. It wasn't there like one when somebody joked that Bowser's dead because I think what was it? Who was the guy who says I'm really feeling it?
Oh, Sulk.
Yeah, Sulk. Like there was one time he just like slashes Bowser's back.
I don't remember that, and I think that most of the memes are coming from this one. What else was announced? A lot of different like gameplay changes. Well, in the options menu, of course. One of them being a smash bar meter now, so you can build it up and it performs a weaker a final smash attack. But honestly, I kind of like that better than the original final Smash Ball, mainly because of the fact that it's like, oh, I can actually recover from this instead of instant fucking death. I do like the Final Smash just because of the chaos it just creates in the game. As soon as it comes out, it's like, okay, no one hit each other. We're gonna go for that thing.
I'm going for the guy who is having.
Yeah.
All of that.
And like there's multiple things that were added to the game. There's the Aloha Executor, which is basically just a big ass wall.
Ugh.
No, like it's just like a wall in between like different sections of the stage. Actually, imagine that for auto-scrolling levels. Oh shit!
Oh boy.
Hey, I want to pass. Nope.
Nope. Sorry, bud.
You're dead. They're dead. And another one that kind of interested me is Ditto, which turns into a CPU version of the player that summoned the Ditto.
God, I can hardly imagine just like a Mega Man with a Ditto.
Actually,
or a
if only because basically it is just like a recolor of the entire mess from the looks of things, just to one simple color. But that would be funny if they did find a way to put Ditto's face on them.
I would be laughing.
You know, it would be even funnier if the only one to have a Ditto face was Kirby.
Oh god, that would be amazing. Kirby just sucks up the Ditto and all of a sudden, or either like Luigi or Mario, because his nose would be kind of like all over the face. It's just kind of like it'd be weird. It would be kind of weird if you have Ripley have that face. No, not Ripley.
Oh.
Yeah, Ripley.
Okay. And the interesting thing about the Ditto is I believe that's from like the Melee beta that people found out about.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so it's interesting that they finally got that in the game. And the next onto the assist trophies, Alucard made it in. Like from Castlevania.
Oh yeah, oh really?
Yeah, Alucard basically Dracula backwards.
Yeah, pretty much.
And Zero from Mega Man X made it in. And other characters as well. But
one of them was what is that? It was Samus's it was Dark Samus.
Oh yeah, that's right. The new Echo Fighters. Chrome finally got his chance after getting defeated in the Smash 4 cutscene, or not cutscene announcement. God damn
Victory.
it. And then there was a Dark Samus, which honestly, that's kind of interesting. I kind of wonder what took them so long to get Dark Samus into the game as an Echo Fighter.
Mm.
But I am glad he's or Dark Samus is in the game. It's just that what did they plan on like doing? There's a hidden mode in the when they showed it off in direct everything. I wonder what the heck that thing is.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
wonder. I'm kind of curious. You said that it was Castlevania was from Konami, right? Originally.
Okay,
Konami,
so
right?
one of my theories is that this is sort of a way for Konami to get good deeds back with gamers. Remember 2011? Remember like around the time before Phantom Pain was released?
Yep.
Remember how
And
they just pissed on all the gamers?
yeah, and especially PT. Like everyone was hype about it. It's like,
Oh,
oh,
Silent
yes, like,
Hills! Silent
um,
fucking Hills!
I was so hyped for that, but it's like,
Same.
nah. You
Hey!
know what? Look at that
Hey!
two-finger
Do you like Guillermo del Toro? Do you like Keanu Reeves? Do you like Hideo fucking Kojima?
Kojima?
Fuck
Well,
you!
fuck you.
Fuck you! Fuck you!
And
And then just getting rid of Kojima Productions, taking Kojima's name off of Phantom
Kojima.
Pain, and just basically sticking a middle finger to people with freaking pachinko games. Hey,
Pachinko
you like
games
Castlevania? Have a
model games.
pachinko. Hey, Snake Eater Free remake? Fuck you, pachinko.
Yeah, speaking of which, I'm looking at Konami's stock price. I mean, they're going down by 2% actually, 2.32%.
Okay, that's kind of funny to me. I think they also have like the medical area they also work in, but I still think this is basically sort of an expensive PR move just to get them back, because I do think that they might actually need gamers after all, especially if they want to whale them. I'm sorry, I'm a
Mm,
cynical prick like that, but
well, yeah, that's the thing too. I mean, I would really just hope that they bring another Silent Hill that isn't
no,
bad.
they're probably they're not. If it does come back,
They,
it's not going to be what we all wanted. It's going to be a disappointment,
yeah,
and
so
yeah.
yeah, I just hope that was it Teams Silent they were called originally. They provided them. I hope
Yeah.
they find a better, much more respectful game developer so they can at least do something that's originally similar to it or something. Because I don't know,
Yeah.
that's just sad.
I do wish. I'm glad Guillermo del Toro's at least has a lookalike in Death Stranding, which
Oh yeah,
I am guessing is a pizza delivery simulator.
but with babies.
Oh no!
I'm sorry.
Oh,
I just see it, now him
no!
just like,
I guess something worse in my head when you said that.
oh god. I just
Pizza
see
delivery with babies.
hey, they want pizza, and here's your son.
Oh,
It's like saying you that's just,
that sounds like a pizza from hell. That sounds like a pizza from hell.
no, it's just like it's like the ER guy, but his part-time job is a pizza delivery guy. Like here,
Oh,
here's
oh,
a pizza. Also, your wife is in labor, and here's your son.
oh, jeez. Hey, I got a medical tool. What's that? A pizza cutter. Oh my god. Okay.
Remixing.
Okay, do you have one more to add before I go to the final thing for this Mass Direct? Because I want to get off this fucking crazy train.
Would you like a side of unborn children with that? Okay,
God fucking damn it. God fucking damn it. Okay, final announcement. Final fucking announcement. And I'm glad that this happened. But I think another character goddamn died. Okay, well, how to start this next announcement started off with basically DDD trolling people. basically. Just like walking up to like the DK hut and dressed as one of their villains, and then pulling off, and then just like laughing. And laughing, crying, and all the good stuff. And what makes it a bit more funnier is I believe Sakurai himself voices DDD.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So, and the final character that got announced, which many people have wanted for a while, King K. Rool from Donkey Kong Country.
Oh, isn't King K. Rool the crocodile thing?
Yeah, the crazy looking crocodile king thing.
Yeah.
So, and like, oh my god, people have been wanting this character for a while, and to me, this screams of one thing that Sakurai is saying, which is being memed throughout this Smash community right now. Don't ask for anything ever again.
Yep.
Like, that's what I just think.
And then all of a sudden people were like, "Hey, can you
No, and then people just keep wanting, I want this character in, I want this character in, I want this character in.
It's like the Waluigi situation all over again.
Anyways, oh yeah, there's one more assist trophy that's kind of interesting to me. Shovel Knight.
Shovel Knight?
Yeah, Shovel Knight is an assist trophy
Really?
in Smash. Yeah.
Shovel Knight?
Yes. Which is really, really strange to me, actually, because, actually, before I go into why I think it's strange, it was also announced recently that he's a fighter in Rivals of Aether.
Oh, I didn't know that Rivals of Aether had
Shovel
Ori.
Knight?
Yeah, well, Shovel Knight, but Ori. That's
Oh yeah, Ori,
from
but
Ori the
Shovel
Blind
Knight
Sword.
was recently announced.
Oh wow, interesting.
Yeah, and how he plays is sort of weird. You basically beat people up to get their money, and then you spend money on better tools.
Interesting.
Yeah, and so what's the interesting thing about him being an assist trophy? This is like one, how good of a relationship they have with Nintendo, despite being like indie developers. Remember, Shovel Knight has a goddamn amiibo, and he's going to get three more amiibos soon. With Spectre Knight, I forgot what the Scientist Knight is, or Plague Knight? Yeah, Plague Knight, and
Yeah.
King Knight. They're all getting amiibos as well.
Huh.
And the second thing is, these are ex Way Forward developers, Yacht Club Games. Remember, because they actually stemmed off from it because they wanted to work on their own stuff, and Way Forward wasn't letting them, and then they decided to do a Kickstarter to Shovel Knight, and it worked out extremely well. Basically $300,000, basically created a new franchise.
That's amazing.
Especially with all the free DLC that they've been giving out, which is basically like, remember the old days of DLC?
Oh yep.
Yeah, that's basically what the free DLC for Shovel Knight has been. Yeah. And the third thing is, Way Forward, and especially the creator of Shantae, have been trying to get, like, back during, like, the Smash polls, they've been trying to get Shantae in the game. They even made a moveset, they did all this, and especially the fact that Way Forward has been with the Nintendo indie scene since the beginning. If you remember, Nintendo released something called DSi, which was a more internet, DS, and there was DSiWare games, which were basically the first handheld downloadable games for Nintendo. And probably the best game DSiWare game on there was mainly games by Way Forward, especially Shantae's Risky Revenge, which I know that's not a high bar now, but back then it was still amazing. So the fact that Shovel Knight got into the game before Shantae, even as an assist trophy, speaks volumes to me.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Kudos to them, man.
Indeed. I wish stuff for the best, but now it kind of makes it even scarier. Like, do they make a sequel or a new game? And if so, like, how badly will that be criticized against them?
Oh boy.
Yeah. I do wish them the best. So,
Yeah.
now onto your topic.
Yeah. It's about I'm still kind of questioning if I should get this. Patreon. There was an this must be somewhat old news now, but there was a small little incident that happened with Patreon. And I guess what they did was that they didn't tell even the people that were on Patreon or they were using Patreon. They changed banks, and so their agreement changed as well. So a lot of people got really annoyed that they changed it and they didn't tell them because a lot of people pretty much lost some of their money from this, especially like the income. Like it went from I think one guy said they went from like 3%, which was like the lowest, and then to like 30%. So it kind of went up a bit.
Holy shit.
Yeah. So people are not happy about that at all.
Yeah, I knew
So
that happened, but I didn't know like how it was happening. All I got was from the other people on Twitter, like Mother's Basement and whatnot. So I had no idea how it was happening.
yeah. Oh. Oh.
I'll continue.
Yeah. Oh, hello. See. Yeah. Patreon. Check. Oh, yeah. So I'm sorry. I thought you were. People are saying that please check your credit card and payments because people big amount of cards were frauded or declined because of changing their agreement and all that. This was kind of, as I said, this is a bad lack of communication on their part of not telling their folks like, hey, we're gonna be changing our agreement to this. If you read on it, as I said, communication's a very important thing for websites and businesses like this because if you want people to use your website or your platform, communication is a very important uh, thing,
Yes.
especially for connections. Because if you have better connection with the people who are using the platform, the better your platform can thrive. Because let's see. Oh wow, geez, I double check. So apparently, some creators, from what people are saying, lost like 50 to 70% of their income overnight.
That's
Oh
gotta
boy,
suck, man.
that has to suck because
Yeah.
you just wake up one day and just see this like freak. Yeah,
Yeah.
I would be mad about that too.
Yeah, same. And was that mainly happening in the UK? I remember you saying that like
It
back.
was I think they did it was some sort of UK. I think it was they changed it to a UK bank.
Okay, I was just wondering, yeah, because he
Because I
did
said
mention
that
something
from the last
about
one.
UK in like the first take. So
Yeah, they say like they changed bank, but I forgot to. I think it was they say it was some sort of UK bank. I could be wrong. I have to double check the information on that. But yeah, that was not a good uh, choice.
yeah. So is that it?
Yeah, that's it for that one.
Okay. So back to me. So the first take I wanted to talk about like the my thoughts on the look of Sira, the new one from Netflix that's coming out, because I know
Oh,
a
yeah,
lot of people have a lot of don't really like the look of it, but we actually had a good discussion about it, and that was the part that was most sad about being gone.
yeah, that was a good piece too.
Yeah. So let's try again.
All right.
So I guess I just don't remember correctly. Yeah, I didn't really like the look of it. I felt it was a bit too simple, and also what can sort of like help describe what I think about the character can extend to one thing. Sort of jokes about Sora early on. I remember.
That people mistaken him as a
Yeah, is it a
girl.
boy or a girl?
But
because the problem with me is just like the shape of the head and sort of just
the body.
yeah the body there. There's no easier indication about it. And actually, looking at it now, I think the swords actually also hurt it a bit, even though like they're
Uh,
important to the
yeah,
design.
yeah. I'm looking at the sword in the original, and they simplified the sword a little bit from the
Yeah.
original. I'm not saying. I mean, like for me, the costume. I mean, it's not a bad costume wise, but yeah, I'm a little bit annoyed about the sword now that I see it more now.
I actually
I,
did not even pay attention to the sword.
Yeah, I'm looking at the original. Like, I just typed Shira, and I looked at the original. I'm looking at her original sword and the sword that they have. I, I
Let
mean,
the hate flow through you.
I mean, it's. I can understand it's supposed to be simple, but I don't know. The sword doesn't. I don't know. This old sword design looks a little better than the new one, in my
Yeah.
opinion.
And something else I pointed out last time, like there's this little bit right here, between the one of the wings and the ear that like if you just remove it actually helps with mentally removing the hair actually, and that actually made it even look more like a boy.
Yeah, I just see that. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
and all this sort of came to the reality of my brain thinking that all this simplification is
What?
for the animation.
Oh.
Yeah, remember?
Say that again. No, I'm sorry. You can't
I cut
cut
out in
off.
ya.
Yeah, sadly, again,
Ah, god dang
the
it.
connection here is
Okay,
kind of
so I
crappy.
what I said was the conclusion I came to back on the first take was that all the simplifications, even though I'm not a big fan of it, it is for the animators so that they don't stress about complicated designs while they're doing an
Hmm.
action show.
Hmm. Oh, but he did say that you love the fan art for
Yes,
this
the fan
character.
art makes it so much better.
Yes, it looks amazingly well made for the fan art. So
Yeah,
kudos to that.
definitely.
I just hope that I just hope that the show will do well.
Same. I hope the show will do well as well, and I hope it's a good show because we sadly we only have these images, so and without like the episodes, all we can do is speculate and speculate and speculate, and sometimes when it comes out, the standards are kind of higher than what it used to be if we had nothing.
Mm.
And so I do hope that I do hope that in the end it will be a good show. I don't want anything to be bad. I want everything to be basically like good and not try to like shove blue stuff in it. I know that there's like looks like elements or stuff from Steven Universe. Given like the one of the characters that I saw, it's like with this pink hair and like the purple clothes with what looks like a blue cape. I don't know, it's just uh, but that's
Um,
fine. That's fine. I just hope that the characters are good and the yes, I
well,
just hope
sure,
that
it's
this
good.
I just hope everything is good.
I would agree too. Oh, I see. I see the character
Yeah,
now. Okay.
that was a simplified version of the first. God damn it. Ah. Oh, actually, you know what I kind of just realized? Does the cape look like it's attached to the to the character?
Ah. Yeah, I'm looking at it. And it could be one of those. I've seen some capes that like it's not like attached to like the shoulders. Sometimes they're attached to like the back of the shoulder blade.
but
Sometimes.
but but this does not look. No, I don't know. Just like it's just the left one looks off to me. Like it should be higher, but it's lower.
Okay, I can see a little.
But yeah, just not a
It's
fan of like the official look for the Sierra reboot, but still hoping this show does good. Nice
mm,
summary. Next topic.
okay. Not trying
Escape.
to linger on that one.
Oh wow, you just crackled hard there.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
All right.
The other one is so ugh, Emuparadise.
And it's gone.
Yeah, pretty much. Um, Pretty much what happened apparently is that due to some legal and kind of harsh things going on, which is kind of sad. I guess, they won't have a lot of old like ROM games, like the old fashioned like game that you would see much. And yeah, they pretty much just got to the got rid. I think I didn't get got fully rid of it, but yeah, lawsuits pretty much just shuts down the ROM downloads of many emulation sites, and EM Paradise was one of them because they pretty much have a lot of like old games that some of us had grew up with like since childhood, and they won't offer ROM downloads. So I mean, I can understand that pirating is bad, but then it's like and people say, "Oh, you should buy the original copy from the makers," but you do realize how much they are now. Oh my god! I mean, some of them
But
are
what you're talking about with the
extremely.
prices there, in my
Uh,
opinion. Oh, sorry, but but it sounds like what you're talking about the prices there being so high. Those are from secondhand distributors. They are coming from GameStop. They're coming from flea markets. They're coming from eBay. If you're talking about those high prices,
actually, I'm actually kind of curious. I'm gonna look up Amazon sites.
because I don't like the fact that Nintendo did this. I get that. I always compare them to Disney when it comes to this kind of bullcrap because they feel like they have the same kind of protective custody over it, if not more so. The one of the big problems of no, not the big problem. It's the reason why most people would probably play these emulation games is, of course, the high prices that are done by secondhand sellers, or it could be the fact that like as a sort of preservation of the game, like they want to play it how they used to, but don't want to risk damaging their physical copies. And I'm on the stance of if you own the physical copy, you have the right to emulate it because you paid for the copy. At
Yeah.
least first hand.
Oh my god.
What?
So, for one example for all this, so Fire Emblem, Path of Radiance,
Oh
GameCube.
no. Oh no. Oh no.
Do you want another price of that?
What site are you looking this up on?
Amazon,
Okay, second hand, go for it.
$329.
Yep. This is
Yeah.
exactly why I wanted a Fire Emblem Awakening and Smash, even though Ultimate, even though I don't have a Switch, is because of that bullshit.
Yeah. Oh god, the Fire Emblem Shadow Dragon on Amazon is 149, and that's the Nintendo DS. Oh my god. And the Japanese import is $56. I mean, yeah, oh, they don't even sell anymore. Never mind.
That's probably because it's even rarer than the US one.
Oh no, it's calculating trade. Oh, can you get that? Oh no, you can, but I bet there's gonna be a huge tax on that.
Oh yeah.
Oh
Uh,
gosh. Oh
but
boy.
yeah, I don't think people want to pay $300 for an old game that they have to have an old console for.
I still have the GameCube now. Think about it. Holy shit.
I'm not. I know, like I just said, like I still have the stance that you should own at least a physical copy of the game before you, or for me to say you can legally emulate it, before you can legally emulate it. But honestly, I understand why people do not want to do that kind of bullshit. I understand,
Mm.
but jeebus.
Yeah, you can It's kind of the like. Well, you can emulate it even though it could be illegal, and you get it for free, and you might have some glitches. Or you're gonna pay a leg to just get a simple disc for a very it's not there anymore situation
That
console.
almost sounds like Earthbound, like physical copies of the SNES Earthbound games.
I dare look at the price for that?
You can if you want to.
All right. I mean, you just got my curiosity here. Okay. Oh God.
Is it worse?
Not as worse, but it's $259.
Okay, so basically, that's almost the price of a Switch.
Yeah, man. Also, the price for a PS4, I think.
No, I think is it, oh yeah, probably.
Is it? Yeah, probably.
Okay. But should we do more looking up of like games with high prices?
I fucking I don't why not.
I think it's look. Can you look up Secret of Mana or Secret of Gaia? Oh, Secret of Gaia.
Secret of Gaia. Yeah. Secret of Gaia. Journey, the Heart of Gaia, Sherlock Holmes. These are not what I was looking for.
Okay.
Give me another one.
Hub of Gaia. Yeah. Did you spell it correctly? Oh no, try Illusion of Gaia or. No wait,
Illusion?
no. Is it? Freaking hell. Hold on, let me look at the wiki just to look at the like if the name is like yeah, Super Nintendo. Yeah, try Illusion of Gaia or no Secret. I'm trying to. I'm not. I'm not. I am not. I am not.
I think you're talking about Illusion of Gaia, to be honest.
Okay, maybe.
Oh, yep, there it is. SNES.
No.
Holy shit.
No, Square. It was made by Square.
Yeah, it looks like it's 210.
Okay.
Yeah, $210. That's
$110. Okay.
Yep.
I'm still looking for. I'm not finished until the freaking Batman sings. Okay. Okay, so Secret of Mana. There we go. Secret of Mana.
Oh, Secret of Mana.
Yes.
That's not familiar. Secret of Mana. No, apparently there's a PS4 version of that.
Try to look up NES.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that's not what I was looking for. Secret of Mana. They're actually $41 for that.
Wait, what? $41?
Yeah, $41 for the Super NES one. Actually, oh, and it just increased to $65. Okay, make up your mind, man.
Okay, know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go to Amazon and I'm going to look up I'm trying to look for expensive ones, man. I'm trying to help out like with I'm trying to help out with if like defending the ROMs. I know that's a terrible stance to be on, but I God dang it. Okay, so I'm looking at Final Fantasy free. God damn it! I looked up Final Fantasy free $42. No, fuck it. No, fuck it. Different topic now.
Okay.
Oh yeah, it's my turn. It's for my last topic. Have you ever heard of a game called Dead Cells?
That does sound familiar. I believe I heard of it, yeah.
Yeah, it's sort of like it's basically a roguelike Metroidvania hybrid game. And there was actually a really big controversy that happened that involves IGN of all things.
Really?
Yes. Hold up a second. Let me because what ended up happening was a case of plagiarism.
What?
Yes, plagiarism.
What were they plagiarizing?
Someone else's review on YouTube. Yeah.
Wow. What?
Yep.
Wait. So IGN was wow.
It was specifically an editor accidentally did it. Well, not accidentally, he purposely copied. Yeah, it was done by Boomstick Gaming.
Wow.
The original review, and then like an editor from IGN did that. Copied the entire, almost the entirety of it, and basically slapped it on and got it through.
Oh my god.
Okay, this is kind of the most interesting thing. Because of this, IGN ended up taking down the review, publicly apologizing, and going on Twitter to help clear the air. And they're also, I believe, in talks with giving the money that that the review would have gone to and going to Boomstick Gaming. But they did do a public apology and whatnot. But the interesting thing is that the editor of it, who is now fired because of this, ended up making a video for his side of the discussion. And it was bullshit. It was pure bullshit.
Just accept that he did something wrong. Come on.
Yeah. And basically did, the purposeful sigh at the beginning of the video. He basically did the dramatic get up and walk out.
Like that.
And he basically called it, I forgot what it was. He didn't call it controversy. He called it like something else. He called it something with an A. Not ass, but.
A mistake.
No, he was talking about the whole controversy thing. And again, and he was trying to make it look like he was the good guy in this scenario.
Oh, pulling the victim card situation?
Yep!
You know, I kind of got to the point where I just get so tired of that. It's like, just accept that you were wrong. It softens the blow, and just like, oh, he's making it worse. It's like putting oil into a dying fire, and all of a sudden it's like, oh, it's dying. Let's put it out with oil.
We didn't start the fire. It was always burning since the world's been turning.
Yeah, pretty much. Oh gosh.
But yeah, I am glad that this ended up helping out Boomstick Gaming, because the video that compares the two things, it's currently at 1 million views. And guess I'm hoping that he got a big subscriber boost from this. Yeah. Let me just see. Like, yeah, his review of this game is now like 31K.
Ooh, wow.
No, 51K.
That's so big.
Yeah, and actually, I think it also how this sort of thing also helps leak into some of his reviews. I think. Well, hopefully you'll get like more viewers, not just subscribers out of this.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
Anywho, but yeah, I'm kind of glad that this is over, and it did benefit him. Mm-hmm. But now we're on to sort of the last one.
Yes, it's and surprisingly, and also I just got I got an ad for Destiny when I looked something up. Anyways, it's about Warframe, and apparently there were some things going on. I looked up a few of the even Warframe folks who talk about it. Apparently, a few of the people from Destiny fans were actually at I think it was the previous or the other one before the other one with the Tenno convention, and
really
there were a few Destiny content makers there too to check some stuff out. So it's interesting to see that, and it is interesting due to the fact that I think the people that developed this Warframe are working on a new expansion update, hint hint, for free.
Oh, Paris the Wood.
Well, and it's funny because again, Warframe is bloody free, and it's like,
Yes.
so yeah, do all that, and it's kind of, and I guess I realize now that I guess a few of the people who like Destiny are kind of talking, and thank goodness they took it away because it was just kind of old news now.
Oh, what was that? You were cutting out a bit.
Sorry, it was somewhat old news, this one, but I guess a few of the people who love Destiny, like diehard, folks, actually kind of talked bad that were like, how dare you just pick Warframe? You went to like this convention that is like not Destiny and all that. And
I feel bad for the people who make content off of Destiny.
Yeah, and the thing is though, is like when I heard that, I was like, why are you attacking the people who are just making content from Destiny when you should be asking why the developers aren't doing what they should? Because I mean, I heard that they're trying to, but if you had to compare the two, I would have to say that Warframe kind of.
Oh yeah, definitely. And honestly, they pulled another they pulled another recasting bullshit thing again. So back in Destiny 1, because they couldn't get like who, god dang it, every single time I forget about his name. It's he's from Game
who
of
did Nathan Drake.
No, hold up a second. No, I'm talking about the first Uncharted.
Oh.
Yeah. He was like a Lannister. Yeah, he was a Lannister. Freaking Jamie Lannister. No. I'm just.
You want me to look him up?
I'm looking him up actually. Right now.
Oh, okay.
Okay. I'm just.
Take your time.
No, not Tyrion Lannister. There we go. Peter Dinklage. There we go. Peter Dinklage was who plays Tyrion Lannister and the dwarf in the big dwarf in Avengers Infinity War. He was originally the Ghost, which I thought was actually an interesting role. Some people call his like performance sleepy, but I guess it might have been his first time doing a voiceover role rather than voice acting role rather than just an acting role. And I honestly thought that they gave the Ghost character like more of that old man kind of vibe. Like he's already seen in sort of the world and just like helping you along, like that weary old traveler just trying to help the young get used to the new world. And then they replaced him with Nolan North. And Nolan North is a great actor. But here's the problem with him. His voice is a protagonist voice. Or a cannon fodder voice. Something that you can pick out in a crowd of people and just like think instantly know not only is it him, but also you're gonna blow him up along with his 3 other clones.
Ooh.
And because of that, what ended up happening later on is that the Ghost had more of a talking role than the Guardian, aka your player, your character, and you decided the voice for him, and then they just dumped into the trash when they got Nolan North to voice for you, who is a ghost that honestly I feel like it makes him portray as much younger, which it doesn't make sense, especially for the ghosts, in my opinion. Like, didn't they choose the Fallen Warriors? Wouldn't it be better if they sounded old? They sounded much more weary and whatnot. Like, more. I always see old as like more knowledgeable, in my opinion. So that's why I prefer it rather than the young Nolan North voice. But again, I still dislike that this isn't to this day. So cut to Destiny 2. Nathan Fillion, who basically propped up the cyborg character. I forgot.
Kale 6.
Kale 6. Yeah, he propped him up with his voice acting and just focused into the role, in my opinion. And
he did good. good role with that
Oh
too.
yeah, and what ended up making him like up there was the DLC. What was it? The Throne of something.
I forgot too. To be honest, yeah.
I'm looking it up right now. Like Destiny DLC. So I know it was like it was one of the best ones of that. Oh, the Taken King. That's what it was. The Taken
Oh
King,
yeah,
where
Taken
he
King.
had a much larger role,
Mm.
and that probably prompted up the character, especially with his like little quips and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
And in my opinion, yeah, it definitely like helped out. Like probably the majority of the lore because of like how little attachment everyone had to like the rest of these characters.
Mm-hmm.
And now they replaced him with, get this, Nolan North. Because they're going to kill off this character that everyone loves because they have no other characters ever anyone loves.
Oh boy.
And it's kind of funny too because around the same time that sort of this was sewn off was when Nathan Fillion starred in a Uncharted fan film, which is fantastic, by the way. Definitely check that out if you haven't.
Actually, I did. I know I said that. No, yeah,
Oh yeah, it's very good.
it's amazing.
but um, but yeah, I'm just not a big fan of where Destiny is heading anymore. I've actually looked away because it's a a fire on wheels that keeps crashing into buildings, but making holes in the buildings and just keeps going.
Yeah.
But back to Warframe.
So, as everyone knows, and I still kind of see this a lot. Apparently, people are saying like, "Oh, Warframe copied Destiny." Like, you do realize Warframe was around a little older than the first Destiny? You guys even notice that? It's just I see that a lot. I was like, God damn. But yeah, because I think what as you say, you can have a connection with the character, even though to be honest, if you hear them way too much, kind of like, oh, God, just shut up. But you have a connection with the character, negatively or positively in a way, and they have a cult. They develop like a theme of like it makes the place alive in a way. They make the game and the characters alive and all that. Even like the quests that you take, they have the cinematic quest too, where you have like cinematic scenes and all. You um, get to know the character a bit more. You get to know their um, goals, even the villains, like what they want and what they do, and what annoying stuff they can talk about in the long monologue.
Right.
Guys, oh god. But it's the thing. I think one thing that you could like compare between Warframe and Destiny is that from Destiny, you don't look at the culture in there. It's like you do this and that's done. But when
Yeah. The Grimoire or the Knowledge of the Universe is still on Bungie.net rather than in the game.
really,
Yeah, that's been an issue since the very beginning of Destiny. Is
mm,
that all the lore is on the website, not in the game.
yeah, and that's the thing too. In Warframe, it's actually in the game, because you
Oh, Paris the Fort!
because for example, like let's take one for example. There's something called cephalon fragments Warframe, and you can scan them, and there's like specific time I've got to scan them in one place and all, and you it gives you like these interesting concept art design of that, and also like descriptions of like that. Like for example, um, oh, Earth was this blah blah blah. The Grineer were originally blah 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 blah. But what is interesting is that if you have like either for example, a computer, you can actually move the cursor around the screen, and you'll hear this like humming like static somewhere, and if you get close to it, it like unlocks a little bit of a story about like a character that was around um before your character was around, and apparently the character, spoiler wise, if people didn't get all the fragments, was Ordis, the little small AI thing that helps you around the ship.
Oh
And
wow.
yeah, so it tells like, oh, this guy who was a human person who got really annoyed about this empire which cannot die, and got punished in a way of not being dead, but rather turned into this AI. And then it's like this guy literally is very different from your very happy, glitchy, fun-loving Ordis AI thing. He's like very cold, all, and apparently this Ordis is just to
Wow.
uh, just seal this other personality away. So he's afraid that maybe the operator, which is you, might wouldn't want to like leave him or something like that. So you get a connection with these characters in a way that is like, oh, I can relate to that. Even the culture, like they had like the biggest one that they had was Cetus, the city of Cetus, and you can tell it's alive. You have people walking around and people in the stands like trying to sell you stuff. People who actually
NPCs?
are working. Yeah, NPCs.
NPCs?
Or yeah, NPCs
Holy
who are
fuck,
just
NPCs?
yes, non-playable characters.
I know it's like in my this was sort of an issue I remember hearing about in Final Fantasy 13, where there were barely any NPCs around, and I don't know if that's the same case um for Destiny and Destiny 2, but from what I've seen, it feels like it. Like it doesn't feel like the world just needs to feel just lived in enough, or become a colossal place like a city.
Hmm.
And so like the more NPCs, the better. I understand why they have to do it because they want to focus on the graphics. But what are you gonna do?
Yeah, but you would. It's like saying you have all these NPCs, but then they're just standing there doing nothing. It's just like standing at like the street, just like staring into space, like
All of a
what can I
sudden
have
T
for
pose.
pizza? T pose, or upside down H pose, or the I pose.
Or the A
Instead of like
pose.
the A pose. Do you see those poses? Like, as you seen them a lot, like instead of like a T pose or legs or like
Oh
sprawled out to the
yeah.
side.
I've seen people meme those like T poses.
Oh, assert your dominance.
No, yes, assert your dominance by being a broken mess. Which is definitely not Warframe. I actually did play the beta way back when, before like there was an opening cutscene for the first mission.
Wake up, Tenno.
But I might get back into Warframe again. But there's one thing that I was curious: like, is Warframe better gameplay wise than Destiny?
Um, well,
I know the answer, but I want to ask you since this is your little
well,
topic.
in my opinion, if you're multiplayer wise, and I can understand there's some multiplayers that go with first person shooters and all that, but for some reason, for Destiny, I didn't play it before. For me, it's weird that you can suddenly go from first person. I think, and sometimes you go to like third person, and so I vaguely remember playing the game before, and I just stopped because I was playing it on a friend's console. But I mean, you get some interesting folks from there, and just good folks as well. And especially when you just see people just dancing somewhere, like, what are they doing? But for Warframe, I mean, there are times when you have to do like quote unquote first person. Well, it's not actually first person. It's just like zooming way into the camera, so you won't see your character. So it's still third person.
But what
Um,
about the game feel, how it plays, not just like with the camera and whatnot?
well, I mean, when you first start, of course, you're gonna have to build up a bit, but it's fun. I mean, it can be sometime when it's a little repetitive. You want to get like resources to make a gun and all, but if when you play with friends, it's a lot better. And now they have new like things like if you want to be in a specific syndicate, like oh you'll be in this syndicate, you'll choose this syndicate as your first starter, but there's also the thing like this syndicate will freaking hate you, this syndicate will oppose you, you're allied with this syndicate, for example. So you are in this syndicate, there's a possibility if you're like way down in their dislike part, they will send out like a battalion or platoon, a small little group of like NPCs to attack you and make your life miserable.
Oh.
Stalker, of course, coming out like every time you kill a boss, there's a chance that Stalker will come and be like, "Oh, pray for your sins," and just
Almost got it. Sorry, just tried to kill a mosquito. Sorry.
Try to kill Stalker now. But yeah, but the thing is, like, if you don't kill him, he'll disappear. But if you do kill him, you might have a chance to get like an item from him, like his weapon, one of his things, and you kind of are like, oh, I might be able to kill him again and get another weapon, which, random generated, stuff. It might be there or not. You can get prime, like better versions of, the Warframe, but confront with guns. You can do all that, and of course, I think the main like meat.
Sorry to cut you off, but are the unlocks better than like Destiny?
Does Destiny have like loot? No.
Yes, Destiny has loot basically, but
no, but loot crates. Like you gotta buy it.
Yes.
But also, can you also get it without buying it?
Yes, but then you have to unlock it with money.
Ugh.
I believe.
See,
or or they're so sparse that you have to get more to get better loot.
Okay, so for Warframe, there are like items, like mostly weapons. If you want to get the weapon, there's 3 ways you can get it from like the market. You can use plat to get the fully complete weapon with whatever it is, or you can buy the blueprint, get the resources, and build it instead of using real money situation. So you have a choice of using your real money, or you can have the time to actually get the resources, just buy the blueprint with the credits, which is the game's currency, not the real currency thing you get, which is plats. You can either buy the blueprint with the game currency, get the resources, make it, wait like a day, and then get it instead of like using real money.
So like a daily login.
Yeah, like that. You just have to like build it and wait. And there's and if you're in a clan, you get more chances to get the weapons, because some of the weapons you only get when you're in a clan, and you can use that.
All right.
For primes, instead of keys, I don't know if you are still around when they had the keys. It's now relics. So now there's like a thing like, oh, you get a chance to get this part, this blueprint, this thing, or all that. So if you want to get a prime version, which is supposed to be a bit better than the other original ones, you can get that. And once in a while, when they have a new prime, you can buy that. That's a choice thing too. You can either buy the entire Warframe weapons that is the latest one with your real money, or you can go out, get relics. I mean, it's going to be longer, but you're not going to use your money. You're just going to just do that. So I think the only time you need real money is when you want to get slots. Like you want to get more space to get more Warframes and keep them instead of like selling one and getting a new one. That's one thing. But then there's a trade section where you can trade like Warframe Prime parts for plats, which is I said, real money.
I will be honest, at this point, it kind of feels like you're just trying to sell the game.
God damn it. It's like saying, hey, let me sell this game, which is free.
No. What ended up happening is like, I'm going to compare Destiny and Warframe, and then it turned into, may I try to sell you this Warframe? It has a ceiling window.
It's like that meme that was wrong.
Yes.
Slap top of this thing can fit a lot of.
So let's try to steer it back with like Destiny versus Warframe, or Warframe versus trying to sell you Warframe.
Yeah. Okay. So, um, but yeah, I think that's one thing that Destiny needs, that multiplayer games, especially Destiny, needs to learn. I mean, you can buy it with cash when you first get it, but if they want to make a good connection with the community, which is
You need
apparently
to
it's a
treat the
good,
customer right.
yes, which Warframe does well. Because I think there was once,
Probably the best, honestly, in the industry, if I remember correctly.
yeah, I think because they were talking about one time with I think one of the primes, Ember Prime, on
Yeah,
like
they
Side
did a
Dine and
pretty
all.
bad job, and they actually did sort of a live stream about it. It's like, what do you guys prefer, like the price to be? What do you guys prefer to like to be in it, and whatnot? They basically like made the entire,
Community decide the price.
yeah, basically,
Hmm. And it's funny because they also there was memes in Warframe like what is it? John Probman, apparently the story behind that one is apparently some one lone flimsy like runt of an enemy that you can highlight when you do infested, just ran towards the boss.
really.
Yeah, and just killed him and just walked off. And it got that meme got so popular that when they did another update for what you call the index, where you can just be with four people and fight NPCs that are like a lot harder and get out. But it's almost like you capture their points that are on their body, run to their side to get to win. Like like when you kick uh, a ball into the goal, it's kind of like
Yeah.
gathering all the enemy's stuff and going into the goal to get points. So there's a chance you can actually fight NPC called John Probman. But the thing is that they gave him interesting skills. They gave him like one skill that is one of the Warframe skills, and he can just literally just run you over and all. It's funny, and what's even more funny is that when you get a chance to defeat him, there's a chance for him to drop a little poster of him. And there was another one, Clem, another meme that went around all over the place. They now put him in the game, and he just says Clem, 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 Clem,
Clem!
Clem.
Clem!
So those two, they used to be memes, now are part of the Warframe universe, and it's funny how they do that. It's funny. This is funny.
Definitely sounds like they're having a bunch of fun with it. I don't think Destiny has actually done stuff like that. They're getting, oh yeah, they're getting too much stuck in their customers getting pissed at them.
When they should just listen to them.
Yeah, not. I think they had a position open for basically like to try to make it pay more, make players pay more, but like a position
Yeah.
like their development studio to like, hey, if you're out a way for people to spend more on this game,
And then you have Worm who's like, hey, let's see what we can poke fun and make something just out of
and
no
also
reason. Okay.
apologize properly. Well, not
Mm-hmm.
apologize. Basically help the making the community what would be the proper pricing for such a box.
Yes. So we'll see what will happen when the major update for a new uh not new world, a new free roaming platform in Warframe. I wonder how many people will be happy for that. You should hear the music that they have, by the way.
I bet, but one thing, I can't wait for Destiny 3.
That'll cost you
It's
59 bucks.
gonna happen. It's gonna happen.
Liam Neeson will be in.
But yeah, let's face it. Well, Destiny was originally supposed to be a 10-year game, and then it got a sequel.
Mm-hmm. No.
And Team Fortress 2 recently, actually, probably last year hit 10 years, and
Was
I
that long? Gosh.
yeah, and Warframe is at how old is it now?
It was, I think, published around 2013.
So it's actually rounding up to like 5 years.
5 years of Warframe. My God.
Yeah.
Actually, let me double check. Just to be sure. I don't want to be like, 2013. It could have been longer. Yeah,
Uh,
2013. Yeah, it's
yeah.
2013.
So yeah, um, it's very rare for games to multiplayer games to live on for so long, and I feel
Mm.
like making that promise so big with a now world that people really are really attached to made it falter.
Hmm.
Like that, that robot sniper that was only featured in the first mission in the first campaign in Destiny 1.
Oh
She was
yeah.
plot important. She was very plot important. What was plot again?
What's connecting with the character again? What's connecting with the story?
I don't have time
What's
to speak for I do not have time to mention or whatever bullshit lines he said in that fucking game. Uh
uh, but yeah. Oh yeah. Another thing though, I forgot to mention with Warframe, they have on Steam, you can make cosmetics and
okay.
put it in a contest that can be put into the game.
Really?
Yes, there's something. It's called Tenogen, and people in like Steam, the Steam community, will make skins of weapons, Saidanas, which is the things on their back, or for the Warframe themselves.
Huh.
And there has been a lot of people who made a lot of things in Steam, and there's only a handful are that are accepted into the game. But
Oh wait, what?
it's
Hold up.
yeah,
Are you talking about workshop?
Tenogen Workshop. Yes.
Wait, they have a hold up. Now I'm looking this up. God damn it.
Okay, so look up
Warframe.
yeah, Tenogen plus
Yeah,
Steam.
Warframe.
Oh wait, let me double check. Wait,
Holy crap, they do! Wow, wow. The
yeah,
first one I saw was holy crap, that's amazing. It's
yeah,
the Samaru
Samariu.
Gara skin and alt helmet. Wow.
Yeah, there is a handful of amazing. You scroll down and you just have all of these amazing people
Yeah. I need to
creating
play
skins.
this game so I can vote. I need to play this game again so I can vote.
You, some of them actually got into this game, into the
Oh,
game too.
I
And
don't doubt it. It looks like that's kind of same process that Team Fortress 2 had with their cosmetics.
oh, like they
Oh yeah,
submit
and
a CS:GO
CS:GO as
stream.
well with the game skin. And what was that?
So they pretty much just like they submit their like work like these and hope that they will pass and all.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of actually. You know what's funny is that the latest deluxe skin for one of the Warframes in the game, the Warframe, was is an actual artist too. I forgot his name. I think it's Liger.
That's awesome.
Yeah, Liger art is the guy. He has a Tumblr too, and dude, his art is freaking amazing, dude. It's like, oh my god! And when I heard that he was making the deluxe skin for because he had a small, I think, a contract with them for it, and I saw the concept of it. Let me see if I can. Let me, here. How about I show it to you?
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah, there.
Okay. Let me see. Oh wow.
Yeah, that's now in the game.
That's in the game.
That is now a deluxe skin in the
Holy
game.
shit. That is awesome.
Dude, dude, you have no idea. When I was like, I gotta get that. When I got it, I was like, oh my god.
This is like paying attention to like the fans at its finest, in my opinion.
Oh yeah, it's
Like,
amazing.
it's not even like a model. It's just like, hey, here's an art and design, and you're like, yes, we will do that. Like, oh my gosh,
That's in the game,
that is.
and I believe he's gonna do another deluxe skin
Wait,
for the
he's
game.
gonna do like another deluxe skin, like drawing or
Yeah,
something. Wow.
I don't know if I don't know if they did it yet, but it's for I forgot the name of it. Not Nidus.
Oh wow.
Gosh, yeah.
So, oh wow.
Deluxe, Deluxe, Deluxe. Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah.
uh,
Oh yeah, here it is. Here's the other one.
I think I hit your favorite topic of the night because.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. Like, I think
It's
half
fine.
of it
It's
now is
fine.
just gonna be like me fangirling about the game now. I'm sorry.
Yes.
Okay,
Let me.
we should stop.
How's the other side of the fan art? You know
What do you mean by the
the beautiful Rule 34.
the not same. Um, you'll be surprised.
I'm sorry. I felt like I had to poke that button because it's.
Well, did you really want me to go talk about that? You want me to go deeper into
I
that?
have no
You,
idea. I just wanted to poke a hornet's nest
you, well,
of fanboys.
oh God, dude, you have no idea.
Oh
You
no.
have no idea.
Oh no.
I mean, it's not bad, but it's like, ooh, damn.
Uh.
All right. Yeah.
Uh.
So,
Is it
not,
is it
I should
is it a
shouldn't talk
fine,
so
nice,
badly about Destiny,
extra thick?
yeah. But for Destiny, I kind of hope because I've talked. I sound like I talk badly about Destiny. It's not a bad game. Destiny's not a bad game, but it
Compared to
needs.
Warframe.
Yeah, it's well, but
I'll
it's
continue.
but it's not a bad game. It's just that it needs some stuff to be, fleshed out because it's has great graphics, great guns, great design, and all that. But that's like all. This is just half of it. It's if you want to keep people staying into the community, you have to work on the culture, the gameplay. I mean, the gameplay's not bad, but it just needs some tied up, in my opinion. But that the characters and the storyline, because those things can hook people up. And I believe didn't they say that Anthem was also kind of a like, hey,
Yep.
here's this thing against Destiny.
Anthem, which is basically sort of the last I would probably say it's the last last current BioWare game, and what I mean by that is that like this is going to be like the make or break it sort of thing for BioWare to see where they're going to end up.
Yeah, I mean, I
Yeah,
know that
and it's basically going to try to be Destiny with the whole 10 years as shebang and all. Even though it's not looking very appealing to me, even though it is you in a goddamn mech suit. It should be good, but honestly, it's not. It doesn't.
Well, the thing is, I noticed for Anthem is that you for one of the trailers. I don't know because again, I didn't buy it or I didn't even look at the demo, but from the trailer, it has the culture down. Like you all of a sudden see this lively culture of like what is going on, and
Are you talking
what is
about
that?
Anthem?
Yeah, Anthem.
All right. Did you see like the E3 one at all?
I don't think I did.
How? How?
Look, my memory's bad, dude.
Oh, like as soon as you're
Is
talking
that
about the
is that the
people.
one with the gameplay? Is that the
Yes,
one with the
it's the
gameplay?
one with the gameplay, the newest one.
Oh, the newest one.
Yes.
Okay, now I vaguely remember.
Okay. All right. I'm glad that we solved that conundrum.
Blech.
Got Really?
What?
I guess.
I'm. Ugh.
It sounds like it's getting late for you over there.
I mean, it's almost almost. Uh, but I, I just really hope that these multiplayer games like these, uh, that they learn that it's not always like money.
Money, money, money.
It's not always about that. It's because if you, I mean,
It's
yeah,
about treating the community nicely. It's by providing them good gameplay and good incentive to keep on going.
yes, because if you don't have those, then the money will be kind of dwindling from
Oh, really?
there on out. But yeah, that's let's just hope that people in the people who make Destiny will see that they need to change some situations and learn from these other
Games.
multiplayer games and say, that's not a bad idea, or we should work on that.
Yeah. Well, honestly, I'm kind of cynical about them. I don't think they're going to pull out. I think that they might honestly fall in my fall even more from grace if they haven't already. I know that Bungie is working on sort of like helping out with the design of a MMO from like I forgot what the developer or publishers is from like South Korea or China or somewhere. All I know is that they're basically because Bungie isn't owned by Activision, they just did like a licensing deal. They can still remain sort of independent.
Yeah.
But honestly, I don't know how long that's gonna last because Activision is fucking Activision, and Bungie right now is not in a good state.
Yeah, I heard it's not in a good state at all.
Not in a gamer's eyes at least. Compared to like Shovel Knight, that's like almost night and day.
Yes. That's the thing, though. It's for multiplayer games, there's a lot of wait for that because you got to keep the people interested. For single player games, it's you focus mostly on story, gameplay, and the character design. But for it's a multiplayer, you got to keep the train going. It's not like a hit single player game. It's multiplayer. It
That's one
has
of the
to keep
problems of
going.
these games. You have to keep pushing a cart.
Yeah,
And
try not
sometimes
to.
the cart is actually, you know what? You go first. I'm sorry.
No, you
No,
go
you.
first.
No, you.
Okay, fine. And another thing is that don't overhype it because Sky.
That's hard to do sometimes because sometimes the hype isn't your fault.
That's true.
All right. So, are we all done on that little train? Because I feel like that took up a good chunk of it.
Yeah, sorry.
Hey, it's perfectly fine. I just like to point just kind of crap out.
Yeah, that I'm a fangirl.
No. Just I always like to point out, look at these like, oh, these little thing probably took out this much time. I yes, this much time. But yeah, I would say this is a good place to end it.
Yeah.
All right. I forgot to mention I'm drinking water throughout this for obvious reasons. Thanks, my voice.
I'm drinking tea. Well, we forgot to even say what we were drinking. No.
Yes, I got it. That's a good place to end it. Fuck it. I killed a mosquito. Fuck it.
I got a mosquito. Got it.
This has been the PopKa Podcast. This is the last pre-alpha show. It's basically the only reason why we're on pre-alpha is because of my crappy mic. I got a new mic now, so the next one is going to be one where hopefully we'll have better art assets, like for the stream and whatnot. Not this like static image. But who knows? I might be too lazy and too busy during that time. I have no idea whatsoever. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you guys so much for listening. Hope you have a great day or night or whatever. GG and see you later.
Bye.
I am high on life right now.